This episode of the DisCast was recorded on March 12, 2014 at discast.us/live. Tune in Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern to watch the show, or watch recorded episodes on YouTube and iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at DisCastShow, join to the trivia contests, and more. If you're feeling generous, please send us a PayPal donation on our website, as it would really help us a lot. Thank you, and enjoy the DisCast. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. To our new listeners, we welcome you aboard our podcast Highway in the Sky, and hope you've enjoyed the past week. For those of you standing, please hold on to your headphones at all times, and stand clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no trolling please. Thank you, and enjoy the DisCast. Hey, what is up guys? It is Ryan, and welcome to the DisCast. Today is March 12th, 2014, and it is shortly after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys all enjoyed Festival of Fantasy.
Yeah.
We just watched it twice, actually.
I've watched it like 4 times today.
I've watched it 3. I watched it 4 times total.
I watched it 2 times to make my critique of it.
Right.
And then I watched it 2 times during the pre-show.
There you go. If you guys are watching on YouTube or iTunes, we just watched Festival of Fantasy Parade, and after we do our little opening trivia and all that cool stuff, we're going to be talking about it. So if you haven't watched it yet, make sure you probably want to before you watch this show. So make sure you guys go and do that 15-minute long parade. We just watched it twice during the pre-show. So, boom. There you go. Yeah. For those of you who are still here.
As far as that goes.
Oh, yes, I know. So there we go. We're going to, yeah, why don't we just get right on into it with our trivia and all that.
Awesome.
Cool stuff.
We have a decent amount of news today. Not crazy, but
not crazy.
Not
but
light.
You know, I didn't want to give us so much stuff that we didn't have enough time to talk about Festival of Fantasy. Because I'm very interested to see your thoughts on that because of how skeptical you've been of it these past few months.
Yeah.
So I just think you like being skeptical about things. So anyway, let's start it out.
There's a quote that the show producer said in an interview after the show the following day, and
let's read that when we start talking about it.
Yeah,
right?
I gotta
we'll see.
Read that quote 100%.
Sure. Okay, so here we go. It's time for our trivia.
Yes.
So last week, guys, we asked you to tell us what the first ride in Epcot was to have a height restriction. Now, we had a wide range of guesses. We had tons of people saying I almost said Tower of Terror. Tons of people saying Test Track, and we also had tons of people saying Mission Space. You know, the stray Soarin'. I don't know where that even came from. But those are all wrong. No one got it right. Yes, you're all wrong.
You're all losers,
You're all
everybody.
losers, yes. Now, the correct answer was Body Wars.
What is it?
Body Wars, yes, that was in the Wonders of Life Pavilion. It was like a Star Tours type thing for the human body.
Simulator. It turned into the what was it? Cranium Command.
It turned into Cranium Command? No, I think Cranium Command was or maybe they were in the same theater. I have no idea.
I believe so.
They very well could have been in the same theater.
I know that they switched that place around like 20 different times before.
Yeah,
like
I only went in that pavilion like once, so.
Yeah, same. Which is why it closed. Nobody went in there.
No, they coexisted, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, they did.
Okay. 2 different shows.
Yes. There you go. Now, anyway, Body Wars opened on October the 19th of 1989, and it had a 40-inch height restriction. It's the first one at Epcot to have one. I wrote that down because I knew I would forget it.
Really?
Yeah, so I had an index card out. I don't know if anyone got excited, thought their name was going on the list, but no one's going on the list. Anyway, we have another question for you guys
Did
this
you know
week.
that going in that nobody got it?
Yes. Yeah, don't worry. I did this all for the pre-show, and I checked once more, and no one had it, so there we go. Anyway, your trivia question for this week is, which Walt Disney World theme park has 2 guest entrances? A pretty straightforward one, in my opinion. So there you go. If you want to enter, go on down to twitter.com/DisCastShow. Send us a tweet at DisCastShow using the hashtag DisCastTrivia.
I just want to do a friendly little mention over to the people at Spectra Radio. Actually, They're actually very amazing. I don't even know what to say. I was listening to
Here's
them
the
like
logo on the screen right now, because I always have that just kind of there.
Oh, okay. I was listening to Spectral Radio till like 2 in the morning last night. Whoops. It's become my new thing at school. I listen to Spectral Radio.
Oh,
Last night was quite the interesting mix. I had the monorail loop in.
Yeah,
there was Wishes. I tweeted out the monorail loop.
Yes. Yeah. I wondered if it was Hirsch or if it was the new guy, because if it was the new guy, I wanted.
If it was the new guy, I would have skipped like for the 9 minutes. I would have found something else to do.
Well, you know, I am looking for a recording of the new guy, not with background noise, just because, you know, what if we do MC Parks and stuff? I want the current updated one. Even though it's not my favorite, we gotta do it legit.
Hold up, I have to ask something to Spectre, who's in the chat. I noticed that in the morning, after like we had our discussion on Twitter, I noticed that like Epcot music started being like thrown in more and more in the morning. Is that because of what I said about it being educational and how I could play it off as being educational?
Epcot
Craig knows what I do. Craig sees me. I always have my my phone out, and I'm always
listen to Spectre Radio.
Yeah.
Spectre Radio is fantastic. Whenever I'm bored,
it's great.
Want to listen to Disney music, and I'm bored of all of my Disney loops that I have, I go on there, and they never fail to disappoint. Speaking of music loops, Gortod asked me why the Summerland music starts halfway through the trivia. Actually, the entire trivia loop is the Tomorrowland loop. It just starts at the Carousel of Progress, Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow part. So yeah, that's that.
Really? Okay. Yes. Spectre said it's random, so.
There you go.
I just got lucky then. Epcot's my favorite park.
I guess you did.
No, but the music's great. I haven't come across a bad song on there.
Yeah, it's true. So Darren, are you playing more in the Walt Disney World as Darren today?
Yeah, sure. I got a picture up and ready. I was prepared this week.
Well then.
See, every now and then I actually look at the show notes prior to the show.
Oh, well that's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, guys. So, we're outside. It is nighttime. This one's actually extremely easy. There's a sign that we're looking at, but I'm not going to say what's on the sign because that would give away the name of the place.
All right.
We got... uh-oh, my phone. I actually have no idea where that's at. Oh, it's on my keyboard. I don't know what I got going on. Okay, so... Jeez, this one's obnoxiously easy. Right. So we got a circle.
A circle.
More like a spear. We got what looks like a monorail track going through on the side.
I'm not gonna answer.
You're not gonna answer. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna end it. Let's have just someone's gonna say it.
I'm looking at a flower bed.
Oh, really? Could it be a picture taken in the past week?
No.
No? Oh, it's not one of the ones from that special event?
Yeah.
Well, there's still a flower bed there, but...
you guys gotta be more specific.
Where are we in Epcot, guys? Well, my microphone's moving as I move my chair. Not a good thing.
I think that's all I'm gonna give away for now. The building that I'm staring straight at is made of very, geometric shapes.
It's made of very geometric shape. Very geometry. Much,
yes.
Much shapes.
I don't know what I was thinking when I picked this photo. You got two massive landmarks. Back where Project Tomorrow is, you're getting very close, actually. Craig said Six Flags Great Adventure. That is
the furthest
close.
away. It's about 900, it's about 900 miles
Spectre
away.
got it. Universe of Energy. Yep.
There you go.
I was right outside of it.
Yep.
I apologize. That picture was bad. That was on me.
Mm-hmm.
So the pictures are provided by Facebook.com/WDW Shutterbug. I'll link you guys up in chat if you want to go check out those photos. I believe a picture is posted once every 2 days or so. Something like that.
All right, that's that. Now, without further ado.
Did we do this week's trivia?
Yes, we did.
I completely missed it.
All right, it was what is the Walt Disney World theme park that has 2 guest entrances?
Tweet that to @DisCast Show using the hashtag
DisCast Trivia. I told them all about it.
Really?
Yes.
I just zoned out for that.
I guess you did.
I gotta watch back later.
Anyway, guys, good old Festival Fantasy Parade debuted last Sunday, March the 9th of 2014. I got an index card. Darren has a full piece of paper. Let's start right from the top. What's your first note?
So I gave everything a grade from A to F.
Right.
To the shock of many people, nothing got below a C.
There you go.
So, first thing I got is the opening, the CM, like the cast member uniforms. It very much reminded me of the Toy Story Mania uniforms. I felt like they didn't fit in.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't know if you noticed that. Like, I was paying attention to everything.
Right.
Because I was looking for something that would build up an argument on my side as to, oh, this parade's gonna be terrible.
All right.
So I was looking at everything, and honestly, that's the worst thing I got. The side cast member uniforms. I said that they look terrible.
They do look Toy Story Mania-y. I agree. What they should have done is like a ride operator somewhere in Fantasyland. Just use those.
I feel like, no, they changed halfway throughout the parade. I feel like that they didn't have enough staff.
Okay.
So they were just kind of pulling people and taking uniforms that kind of looked like it. Although Chris Burnell, she was the show producer, she said that they had been rehearsing this overnight for weeks.
Yeah,
so...
yeah, because cast members were tweeting out, because some of the cast members were invited to watch, and they were tweeting out saying that it was awesome.
She said that the weather was perfect and couldn't have picked a better day to premiere it.
Yeah.
She also said it exceeded all of our expectations, and when she was asked, do you know when a release of the soundtrack would be released, she said, I don't know.
I don't know.
But she said, hopefully soon.
I want soundtrack. Ken has.
I enjoyed that.
Speaking of the music, I thought the theme was good. It was orchestrated very, very well, and I liked the way that it integrated with the Disney movie songs. I think that it integrated exceptionally well.
The biggest thing I was wrong on was the fact that I thought that the theming was all over the place, and it works similar to the way a taste test works. When you take things in small amounts and you're comparing them one thing to another thing, you're going to see that one side weighs out more. And I fell into that trap. I fell into this idea that, okay, this has nothing to do with this, and this has nothing to do with this. This parade's just a mix of things.
Well, that's the idea. It's supposed to be the festival of all the different parts of Fantasyland coming together.
But the way that Disney presented it when they announced everything,
all right,
it didn't group together well.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But I mean, does it have to? Again, that's just like their teasers. They didn't have to give out that information. They're giving it out in little tiny bits purposely because they don't want to give out anything huge. You know, the most we got was like, oh, here's a float, here's a costume, here's something else.
My main issue was when they were, grouping out all the costumes together and stuff. Like, no costume had any similarity to the previous costume. They were all so vastly different.
We'll get to those. We'll get to those where the costumes are in a bit. Once we go, we'll do that float by float, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I
said. Yeah, I said the music was not as catchy as "Celebrate a Dream Come True," but is that really a bad thing?
I enjoyed the music.
I like the music better than "Celebrate a Dream Come True." Much better.
I definitely enjoyed the music.
I liked it better just from that 1 minute snippet we got in that behind the scenes recording the music video. I like just that little snippet. There's a bum bum ba dum, the little violin.
I give the music an A. Not an A+, just an A.
I'd agree with that.
The opening of the people dancing, I gave that a B. There wasn't really a lot of substance to that. It was just people dancing. So,
you're talking
Beauty.
Okay. Yes, and then after that it was the Princess Garden float.
Yeah. So I did Beauty and the Beast remix. I like the way that they remixed the song and the float. I gave that an A+.
Okay.
The only thing in the parade to get an A+. I don't know why, but
I don't know why you picked that of all things.
The Cinderella spinny thing got a C.
Here's the thing with the spinny
thing. There was
a
lack of theming with that.
Yeah. I get the idea of the spinny thing. They wanted to make the float be more like full, but that limits people from seeing one side of the float. So if you have Cinderella and Prince Charming on one side, and who was it? Tiana and whatever the princess name
that's
is?
next.
Who was behind? Who was on the other side of Cinderella?
Nobody.
Really?
It was solid, yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
The next thing was Frozen and Princess and the Frog.
Oh, Frozen, Princess and the Frog were back to back.
Yeah, I give that a B.
I mean, I get the idea. Why didn't they have someone behind Cinderella then?
Unless I looked at 2 different videos, and from what I saw, I didn't see anything behind her. I saw a solid pink That's why I gave that a C, because there was just no theming with that. It was just her spinning around. So I gave that a B. I'm not really going to discuss the street actors, the street performers, because we've discussed that in the past, so I kind of skipped over that.
Okay, some of the street performers I do have some notes on, because we didn't see their choreography or anything like that, so... Spectre Radio said, did we see the floats bottoming out when they enter the hub? I have seen pictures of that. Have you seen those, Darren?
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I guess it's like the grade of the road or something.
Really?
Yeah, and they just bottom out once they get out of the, I guess, Liberty Square pathway and go into the hub.
That's interesting. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I mean, if they've been testing it for 2 weeks, I mean, you'd think they would have done something, but that's something you can only fix after hours and yada yada yada, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next was the Tangled Float.
The Tangled Float, in my opinion... Oh, no, first of all, before we get to the Tangled Float, mime. Why?
I don't know.
I don't like that mime. What is he doing?
He was just a fat... See, I never saw Tangled, so I was assuming that there was some sort of relevance to that.
No, I have no idea what it's from.
I asked a few people.
I don't know what that mime is from.
Nobody knew, so I felt really stupid if I were to write something about that.
What's the mime from, guys? Tell me, because I have no idea.
I asked 3 different people, and everybody said no. I don't know what it's from. It's just a thing.
I don't. Mine was weird, out of place. Shouldn't have been there. Whatever. Just kind of a general note for all of the floats as we go into the Tangled Float. I liked the verticality of the floats. Yes. Moving on the y-axis. Verticality. You know, normally you have, like, wide open X and Z floats, you know?
Yes.
And that's kind of, you know, the whole two-dimensional thing.
They really changed up how the floats are. They, you know, as you see with the Brave float, which I'll get to, it's not, like, that one, you know, they're small. They're not, like, crazy, like, wide floats, but they go up a lot.
Especially something like the Peter Pan unit, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah, it's obnoxious and tall.
But anyway...
So, Tangled Float.
I thought it was
gave that
lacking.
one a B.
I didn't really like the Tangled Float that much.
Yeah. There wasn't a whole lot going on. It was just the thing spinning, and she was holding the frying pan. I don't know what the frying pan's relevance is.
Oh, the frying pan is like the whole little...
That's the... Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing from Tangled.
I've seen the commercials.
Okay. Well, then, even then you'll know the frying pan motif.
I didn't know that it was, like, that important in the plot. I thought it was just, like, a thing.
It's not really important in the plot at all. It's just kind of a funny comedic thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So next was the aerial street performers. They were actually very good.
Yes, the street performers were good. Their costumes I don't like. Again, I've said I don't like those costumes.
Yeah. I gave the actual float itself an A. This A took in consideration the actual, like, appeal of the float. It also took into consideration the music and how it flowed. You know,
Speaking,
the Festival
this is actually
of
really
Fantasy
funny.
main theme to the aerial theme, 2 different mixes.
Yeah,
so.
no. Under the Sea is playing in the background right now.
Really?
Yeah, just
That's
a coincidence. Well, yes, Little Mermaid float. The float itself I liked. The costumes I don't like, but I like what the choreography and what the street performers were doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the costumes, and they're a little too everywhere.
So, the Peter Pan Lost Boys.
I love the Lost Boys.
I've discussed my not even hatred. I'm just not a fan of the costumes. I liked what they were doing. It was very Lost Boy-esque.
Their choreography is also Newsies inspired, if you couldn't tell. I don't know. Did you see Newsies? No? It was...
I saw, like, the original movie.
Oh, but isn't that terrible?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Broadway show was excellent, phenomenal.
I'm gonna have to go see that one day.
Is it still playing?
I believe so, yeah.
I don't even know.
Disney's not one to have shows up for like 2 years and take it.
Yeah, I know, especially because Aladdin's starting soon.
Yeah.
Which I want to go see. Anyway.
It's cast trip.
Yeah, do it. What's it called? Yes, the Lost Boys were great. I loved their Newsies choreography. I love the Newsies look. Everything about the Newsies theme, I'm all for. Again, also they did the Pirate's Life song from Peter Pan. Mm-hmm. That was great.
I gave the float, the actual physical float, an A.
Love that float. That float is so awesome.
I liked how they handled the height very well, and I liked the detail of having the map on the side of the skull.
Yes. Oh.
I wrote that down because I thought I would forget it.
Right.
So.
We know how high that float is, right? Now, Spectro brings up a good point, which I was wondering about, but I thought, whatever. It's months from now. We'll figure it out later. And that is the Christmas garland. What's going to be the deal with that?
They might take this parade out and replace it with the Christmas parade and just have like a Christmas
There's a Christmas daytime parade? Normally? Or no?
Oh.
I don't think there normally is there?
The garland. How are they... Oh, jeez. Disney... I don't know. That's a great question, actually. I thought that they had like a special Christmas parade. I mean, I know that they theme it up. Like, I know that they have like a nighttime-ish parade. That's kind of themed Christmassy. That is a fantastic question.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is.
I have no idea.
Yeah, whatever. But Aladdin Float itself, I'm not Aladdin Float. Peter Pan Float, excellent. I loved it.
Yes, like I said, I gave that one an A.
Peter Pan Next Wendy in the top, Tinkerbell on the backside, Captain Hook underneath the rainbow. It just kind of captured the essence of Peter Pan really well.
Plus the crocodile trailing behind.
The crocodile was unexpected to see him there.
Yeah, it kind of popped up out of nowhere, and I liked it because of that.
Yes. Yeah,
because it kind of just pops up in the movie.
Yeah, and again, I talked about how it captures the essence of Peter Pan. I think that the crocodile following them and trying to get, that bite at Captain Hook or whoever seems to fall off the side also does that job really well.
Yeah.
That was great.
Next up was the Brave Float.
Brave Float.
I get that one a B.
Celtic dancers, and their choreography was pretty good. Right?
I didn't think it was amazing. I thought it was very good.
I think it paled in comparison to the Newsies. To the Lost Boys.
That one got a B.
Yeah.
Overall, I wasn't a big fan of the float. My main issue was the size. Seeing it go down like Main Street, you see that it's not a very like big float. It's just kind of there. And Merida's on the very front of it, which is interesting.
Merida has a strange placement there.
Yeah, I don't know why they, because what are you looking at the back of the float for? Everybody's already gone on it, unless I missed something.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, remember?
I thought it was just the back of a float.
That was one of the first floats we saw, the Bagpipe Vessel thing. That was one of the first ones that we saw, and I don't know. I was iffy about it then. It's grown on me a little bit, I think the concept's nice. Take this ordinary object and turn it into a vessel. I don't know if it was executed that amazing.
What was the thing on the top?
Just the platform?
No, like in like the bagpipes or something like on a ledge. It didn't look. It
didn't look what?
It didn't look like it fit in. Craig said about the garland on Main Street. Craig said, "Eat the garlic bread before the parade."
Very funny, garlic. Yeah, we get it. Okay.
Like, get you a timeout.
Oh, there's the bear at the top of the float.
Yeah, is that what that was?
Yeah, it was there. It was her brother, the bear, going for the plated cookies on the other prong. Yeah.
So next up, we have the dragon float.
Before we get to the dragon float, the battle scene before. Also, Gordhog brought up a very, very good point. He did not like the fairy's dress. He thought it varied too much from their traditional look.
Ryan, your mic's buzzing.
Is it? Well, I can't really do anything about that because XSplit, so it'll go away soon.
It's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
Sweet.
I give it. I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to the battle scene. I just kind of thought it was. Well,
pretty much, first it starts out. Prince Philip is, marching around, happy and in power or whatever. And the fairies go up to him and like, "Oh no, look behind you!" And he turns around, he sees a dragon. And then these thorns and ravens. He's like, "Oh no, I better fight for my kingdom." And he goes up to them. He runs through. He runs through the.
That was
the thorns.
I enjoyed that choreography.
Yeah, the raven and the thorn costumes looked much better than I thought they were going to in the actual show. Then isolated, they were but there they actually looked really, really cool.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about earlier. When everything's isolated, you're like, eh.
Yeah, now they're all together and it's awesome.
It takes a lot of skill to be able to portray, I guess, a plot.
Even
a very
thing.
and a very like big plot in a small amount of time on a moving parade. And they really captured that really well. So I gave that a B+.
Yeah, and the best part, he turns around, he goes up to the dragon, right? And the dragon breathes the fire.
Okay.
Dat fire dough. I literally wrote down dat fire dough. You guys can read
I
it.
gave the dragon itself a B.
What?
I'm not a big fan of the steampunk-esque
I love
to
it. I think it looks
I don't see the relevance to it.
It gives them an excuse to show the moving parts inside of the float. You can look inside of the float, you can see the moving parts.
You can see the guy controlling it.
It looks awesome.
Like that's what I noticed. I noticed the guy with like the headset on and he's like just like controlling it.
I didn't see him.
He's at the very front. Like he's public in like in public eye. The video I was watching actually zoomed in on him.
Oh, all right.
I gave the fire an A.
Fire was awesome. After that, we see this barrage.
Balloon chick.
We see this barrage of random characters, starting with the 7 dwarves. I thought the piggyback riding dwarves were interesting.
Snow White. Why no float? What's the deal with that?
Why no float?
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
You know where she should have been? Behind Cinderella. That's my opinion. I guess the idea, they're the 7 dwarves, put her with them. But, the 7 dwarves could be alone. I think that's fine, right?
I think that the whole Snow White cast should have had their own float, honestly.
Okay. Now, paired with them was like Jiminy Cricket, some Alice in Wonderland people.
Yeah, I feel like they were just kind of throwing characters in.
I mean, it makes sense when you're talking about the theme of the parade, because here there wasn't any like movie music. It was just the Festival of Fantasy theme, and so this is kind of just helping.
Great.
Yeah, it's just helping.
It's just helping move things along.
Yeah, it's helping transition to the end. Get the evil dragon out of your mind.
Yeah.
And make everything nice and lighthearted again, and then also, bring all the different characters together. That was pretty good. Bubble Girls, why? I wrote that down.
Yeah. Donald and Daisy and Pluto. That float got an A. I love the classic Disney characters.
How about that Pinocchio Monstro float? The wind-up Monstro?
I gave that a B+.
I liked it. And then
it didn't really stand out. That's the thing. It was just kind of.
Yeah, I know. And kind of.
And that's kind of how the tail end of the parade, like right before the end.
I don't know if you saw on the end of Monstro was Dumbo.
Yeah, I like the roller coaster actually on the Dumbo.
Yes.
Float. There was like the whole.
That wasn't the Dumbo. That was the. That was on Monstro. It was on Monstro.
Yeah, but they were both like kind of like in the same float.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I thought that was like a Parks type float.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what they were exactly.
I think it's supposed to be Pleasure Island from Pinocchio. That's what I think. That was my take on it.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever.
So Donald.
And I said, Circus Chick, get out. I wrote after that.
I gave Circus Chick a C.
I hate Circus Chick. And not only did Circus Chick go before Mickey and Minnie, but Circus Chick also carried the banner out.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, hold up. You're going way too fast.
There was like 7 Circus Chicks. It's 7 too many for me. Okay.
I got like 4 notes ahead of.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Jeez. So Donald, Daisy, Pluto got an A. Goofy, Chip, and Dale got a B. I wasn't a big fan of their costuming. Mickey, Minnie, A+. Circus Chick, C. Overall music, A. And that is the end of my thing. And I said the quote from the show producer already, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Minnie, Mickey, and the hot air balloon I liked.
Yeah.
There are those notes. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I didn't like something about that. You know how they have like the talking Mickey? Why was that not in the parade? Like they had him like moving around. He was kind of moving around like with the words as if he was saying it, but the mouth wasn't moving.
Yeah, that definitely, especially now that this technology is used like a meet and greet. You didn't put it in a freaking parade? Maybe there's plans for it down the road. I don't know. I hope they add that, because that'd be really cool.
Yeah. You know what? In the one video I saw, I don't know if this was great timing or somebody was doing something, but some little kid next to the guy that was filming yelled, "Hi, Mickey!" And Mickey yelled, "Hiya, pal!" And he went like that, and I thought that was really cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know if that was just great timing or like they heard the kid or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably great timing, but who knows. Okay, well that's it on Festival of Fantasies. Let's move on to the rest of our news because it's 9:30 already. Yeah. If we can get through the rest of this quickly, that'd be pretty cool. First up, we got some My Magic Plus stuff for you guys. I'm sorry for the Razer Comms notifications in the corner. First up, we have some FastPass Plus selection changes. You can now only make your selections for your FastPass Plus reservations 30 days before if you're an annual pass holder.
I want 30 days for everybody.
Yes, it's still 60 for those of you staying at a Walt Disney World Resort hotel. And if you're a pass holder staying at a hotel, then you also get 60.
Really?
Yeah, but if you're a pass holder who's not staying at a hotel, it's only 30.
Wow.
And then you can have it, they could be held 7 days, so you can do it like 7 days from that day, or the length of your visit.
Interesting.
Yeah. Whatever.
It's not really big news. It's just...
no, it's not. Also, keeping theme with that, annual pass holders, all of them now have magic bands.
Yay.
Yeah, you don't have to, but it's strongly encouraged because it's much better than the other paper media and stuff.
That's my Magic Plus.
Yeah, it's my Magic Plus. That's it. They're trying
The news is starting to get more and more scarce with that, which is a good thing.
Yeah. The whole thing, annual pass holders, they have their discount cards, they have their, like, parking tickets and whatever. They want to streamline all of that onto your Magic Band.
Yeah.
This is a nice My Magic Plus screenshot if anyone wants it. Print screen now.
Is it the,
Pretty much.
Is it that photo?
I don't know. I just kind of did something with my wrist, and I thought it was a good...
I
hope somebody print screen that, and you could send it to me. So, this is your last
you
chance.
just knock it from the what's it called? The YouTube video.
Yeah, there you go. I gave you guys like 5 seconds of that post. Print screen it. You can add like text to make it a meme around me if you want, and send it to me. That'd be cool. Do it. Okay. I wonder if anyone will actually do it.
I'm looking into the next story right now as you're...
Okay, now we got a bunch of
zone out.
Yeah, construction walls and cool stuff.
Yeah. Ooh.
First up, around the hub there are construction walls going up around almost all of it. It's over here. As you can see, I think that's where the popcorn stand normally is. It also goes around by the boat thing that they don't even use anymore.
There's just green everywhere.
This green wall that you see kind of goes almost everywhere.
Yeah. I'm looking at it. It's everywhere. They have... I'm looking at one part of the hub. They have, like, things, like, lined up in duct tape, and there's, like, arrows pointing.
Oh, yeah. I don't have that picture on here, but...
I'm sure you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it, but I don't have the picture on my,
what do you got up, the popcorn stand one?
Yeah, the one over by the popcorn stand. I thought it was the best one that kind of showed you the fence. Yeah.
Keeping up with Main Street and expansion.
Yeah.
Casey's Corner.
Casey's Corner. We told you guys a week or two ago that they got a huge interior seating update. The same goes for, ditto for the outdoor seating area. There's like 2 or 3 more rows of umbrella tables over there. Much needed because there was almost no seating there, and then the inside got cramped.
You got your ballpark nachos, and you had to just walk with them.
Yeah, pretty much. Ballpark nachos. Oh my god. I've never had... I don't think I've ever actually gotten the ballpark nachos, but I think I have to now. Because
you turned it into such a joke.
It wasn't even... Well, it kind of was me, but...
You're like, the ballpark nachos...
It was Phoenix, but it was me and Phoenix. It was both of us. Okay. It's probably out of control. This was back in, like, December, too.
Yeah. Main Street USA. Even more construction.
Even more going on.
Work outside City Hall.
City Hall. This has been going on for a little bit, and kind of this is the climax of it. They're redoing the entire pavement porch of City Hall and the surrounding area. It looks like everyone's funneling in over by the firehouse, and that's how you get into City Hall.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like fun, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's a bottle. It's a bottleneck.
Especially if there's any kind of guest relations line, forget it. You're spending an hour there.
Yeah. Isn't that one of like the main FastPass Plus areas?
Well, there's like last time I was there were 3 kiosks set up there, or 3 or 4, one of the 2.
In City Hall or
in City Hall? In City Hall.
Yeah. So,
yeah. I mean, go to one of the other ones. Go to the one in Liberty Square, the one in Storybook Circus, even.
I've never heard about a line in the one in Tomorrowland. I've heard that the other ones can be pretty crowded.
I've heard Liberty Square barely gets anyone.
Really?
Not Liberty Square. I know there's one in Storybook Circus. Just go one that's not by the entrance.
Yeah.
Or just have a phone. Actually, can non-resort guests use their phones yet? I don't remember.
I believe so.
They might be able to. They might not be.
I think if you sign in with your account.
It used to be that you weren't able to, so I'm not sure if you still can. If you can yet. Yeah, that's that. now we're gonna have there's some changes in the vice presidential leaderships at the Walt Disney World resorts. And so they've created a new position, and that is the Senior Vice President of Walt Disney World Resort Operations and Transportation Operations.
Do they just make up names for things?
I don't know. Yes, that's what they do. And they're giving that to Tom Walber, who is also the Vice President of Disney Sports Enterprises and Downtown Disney. And the reason why this is big is that it moves the transport, transport, what's the word I'm looking for? Department. It moves that away from facilities and operation services and moves it into resort operations. So, we could be seeing some changes with transportation maintenance. Maybe they'll clean up the monorails now because they're pretty, they're pretty run down.
I want a new monorail.
New monorail. Do it.
Yeah. Like a new model. Like, how old are these models that we got at Disney World?
Old.
Because I know that, how many years ago did Disneyland get their update?
Now, here's the deal with that. I don't even know how they're doing with, money to frivolously spend on updating things because of how in the hole they are from My Magic Plus.
Yeah, $1 billion.
Yeah.
Well, was it $1 billion or $100 billion or something?
Let's go see. Money spent on My Magic Plus. It's a $1 billion experiment, apparently, according to money.msn.com.
What does it take to make something like that? Like, do you not just say, hey, we could just make these things with bands and... Like, where does that
Computers are expensive.
But they already have the computers, right?
They also have the, construction. There's a lot of costs, you'd be surprised. And also software development is also very expensive.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, Gordon, I'm pretty sure you're right. Mark IVs are 1990s or something.
Yeah, so I think almost 20 years. It's time for a...
They are maintained in quotes. Yes, they are. But I like them to be maintained.
Some of them
not
smell
in quotes.
weird.
Yeah. Also, some of the cars are kind of like things will rattle when you're moving and stuff, and
fungal.
Yeah. Next up, guys, I think things from D23 were finally alleviated. Some of the hype that they said. You guys might remember they said, "We know you like Dreamfinder" or something, and they just left it there.
Yeah.
Well,
who said that?
I don't remember.
What was his name?
You're the one who watched that conference.
Oh, I'm drawing a blank on his name.
I don't know, some Epcot guy, right?
It was like one of the biggest Disney Imagineers. I can't...
It was some big Epcot guy. That's all we need to remember.
I'm getting you all the information.
I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's move on.
Tony Baxter.
Oh, Baxter said it. All right, I don't remember.
One of the biggest Disney World Imagineers.
Yes. Now,
Disneyland Imagineers.
Now, here's what they're doing. You guys all know that Disney owns Marvel. Right?
Dun-dun-dun.
We all know that. So, what Disney is doing with Marvel is creating a line of comics based on the theme parks. They had one that started in October. It was weird. It's about like this dude who thought up Haunted Mansion and also thought up this other thing called the Museum of Weird. And the Museum of Weird never happened, so they took all the ideas for that and making it into comic books or whatever. This is part of a new thing called Disney Kingdoms, I think is the name.
Yeah.
Kingdoms.
That's the name.
Yeah. And so the first one is that, and the second one is going to be a Figment and Dreamfinder comic. It's entitled Spark? I forget. They call it Spark? They're just calling it Figment. It's called Figment.
Yeah.
It's going to be, I think the code name was Spark. They leaked a little bit a couple days ago, and they said Spark, and everyone's like, oh yeah, Figment, obviously. Because Spark written in purple letters, who else would that mean? Here's the cover, oh, not that one. This one is the cover. As you can see, Dreamfinder doesn't have his big flowing beard, he just has a little bit of a goatee. He looks steampunky, He's got his goggles on his hat, there's some gears behind him. Very steampunky.
Disney's like, hey, people like steampunk, let's do it.
Steampunk is big in like indie games, and that's it.
Yeah.
But Disney's making it work, I guess.
Hey, Bioshock worked. Let's throw it in the parks.
Exactly. Bioshock.
Let's make a dragon.
Yeah, let's make a dragon. Let's make Dreamfinder like a blimp pilot, and we're all good.
Yep.
So here's that. I think it's supposed to give us like the kind of origin story of Figment. Part 1 of 5 is going to be debuting this June. So be sure to pick that up. We'll let you guys know when that is released. I know I'll be picking that up. I don't know if I have any comic stores by me. I don't know. It'd probably be like a Barnes and Noble or something.
The average comic store would have that type of thing. I feel like that'd be something really specific that you get off like the Disney website.
Yeah, probably. It says coming to comic shops this June. My local comic shop went out of business because no one went there, and that was a barber shop.
How many comic shops are going to be like, hey, there's this Figment thing?
How many comic shops are still things?
That's the
internet, yo.
Look, when you think about it, how big is like Figment in this area?
Pretty big. I think New York is a big Disney thing.
You think that they're big on Figment?
They're big on Disney, and this is a Disney thing, and lots of Disney people are big on Figment, so it works. Stores. Yes, I said stores. Deal with it.
Stores. Right?
I said stores because I was gonna say shops. It was shops, and I turned it into stores. Stores. Nice. Old Mike, what about Kingdom Keepers? The final book is debuting like now or something. I forget.
The newest comic book shop is called Amazon. Jeez, you guys are brutal.
That's what I did.
On to news about the best park in the world. Keeping with the Epcot theme.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, are we not ready to transition yet?
No, we're ready to transition.
Okay.
So at Disneyland, they have this cool thing. It's a little bit of like a dessert party for watching Fantasmic. You go up in the balcony of the Disney suite in it's not Liberty Square, whatever it's called there. You know what I'm talking about.
I've never been to Disneyland.
I know, but you know where Walt Disney's like suite is? It's over by Pirates. I think it's like right above Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
It's
really... right in that area, like overlooking. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you. What are you doing?
I don't know. I was just banging my pen to the music. Anyway, you can go up into the balcony of that suite, and you can watch Fantasmic, and there's little desserts and stuff. I did that my first time at Disneyland. It was a long time ago. It was cool. That was my first time seeing Fantasmic at Disneyland, and it was a very, very good show. I was really young, so I don't remember it, but whatever.
I remember the first time I saw Fantasmic, I cried and left halfway through.
All right. Well, I'm sure you.
I had like this deathly, terrible fear of fire as a small child. So when they were doing like the digging scene,
thank you, Seaman. Yeah.
The digging scene bugged me out, and I just had to.
All right. Anyway, now there's a similar dessert party at Walt Disney World for Illuminations, Reflections of Earth.
Yes.
For $49 for an adult or $29 for a child. They're calling it the Illuminations Sparkling Dessert Party. And
you wanna know why it's only $29 per child?
Why?
Because they're not going to be drinking the sparkling wines.
Exactly. That's very true. Yes, the $50. The extra $20 covers your wine.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, isn't like an adult like 12 at Disney? Don't they capitalize on the extra money?
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah. You get a special viewing area at the World Showcase Plaza, and then you get desserts and sparkling wine. It begins today, actually, so it's probably going on either right now. When's Illuminations during this time of year?
It's
like now.
Right now?
Yeah.
It just ended.
So right now, you might be just getting out. Hello to everyone who's leaving Illuminations right now. How'd you enjoy the sparkling wine? If you're old enough to drink. If you're not, don't drink. Okay.
I can't imagine me spending that money for that.
Yeah, it's a nice little thing.
I guess.
Illuminations isn't a... You don't really need... There aren't really bad seats for...
Yeah, it's fully around the World Showcase, so...
There's no such thing as a bad seat for Illuminations, so why not just go sit down, like, in France for free or whatever, instead of... Going like a little grass in France,
Yeah.
Sit down on there, the picnic blanket or whatever, get a crepe or something.
Or hey, when I was in Epcot, I went to the, I was getting out early to beat the crowds, and we all ate at ESPN on Boardwalk. We had a perfect view of Illuminations.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't see the bottom stuff, but we saw everything that
Yeah, but you don't get the music, too.
Yeah.
Music's a big thing, for me, at least.
Yeah. The dinner and a show.
Yeah. I know, there's areas at, like, the Grand Floridian Contemporary that play Wishes music.
Yeah.
I like that. I really like the way that they play the show music there.
Uh-huh.
Because even though you're away, you still get to watch the show with the whole experience. So, yeah.
Spectre said he's all over the $45, $49, something.
Exactly. Gordhog says it's on a lake. People can't block your view unless they can walk on water.
Yes. Go to the top of the Epcot ball. Now there's an idea.
Yeah, it sounds like a very illegal idea.
But they put a nice little platform up there, and then you have to get helicoptered up.
Okay, that sounds like more expensive than $50 per adult.
Hey.
I'd rather spend the 50.
The wine.
I'd rather buy the $50 and get the desserts and wine. Okay, yeah, it's Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays only. It starts at 9:45 and ends at 9:20, so it ended like 20 minutes ago. The time was right in the article the entire time. I just didn't read.
I don't think I read it also.
Make your reservations at 407 WDW Dine, like you make all your other reservations, or talk to your concierge the day of, like I do. They can sometimes work some magic for you, you know?
Yeah.
You are fully aware of illuminations if you're staying at Beach Club.
Yes.
I stayed at Boardwalk. I don't remember being too loud, but I don't know. I was probably like fast asleep by that time because I think I was like 6.
When I was stayed at the Swan, I know it's a little bit further out. I didn't notice Phantasmic or Illuminations going on. So, it depends where you're staying at. There are some areas in Beach Club that are like right up against Epcot.
Oh yeah, I know. Anyway, a couple weeks ago in January, we told you that the winter side of Winter Summerland had opened without any reopening date, not a release date. And it's reopened now. That's it.
Oh. So no real changes, just some minor refurbishments.
Yeah. If you don't know where the Winter Summerland course is, it's literally right next to Blizzard Beach. Mm-hmm. You can just walk.
So it makes sense. Winter Summerland, yeah. It's snow themed, it's summer themed. It's a whole mix of things.
Yeah.
Fits with Blizzard Beach.
Yes. Blizzard Beach is an alright place. I don't really go there unless I'm staying like 7 days, but...
I like Typhoon Lagoon better out of the two. I
think I went to Typhoon Lagoon once and I went to Blizzard Beach once.
I did the swimming with the sharks. It was fun.
I think I did the swimming with the sharks. That was my first time going to a Disney water park, and I think I did that.
Yeah, it was my first time too, and I was about to cry, and I didn't cry, and I didn't.
All right,
there's
no fire. Of myself. There's no fire, just water.
There was no fire.
Just sharks.
Just sharks.
That's that. Dangerous. And anyway, are you Irish? And if you're Irish, you might want to go to the St. Paddy's Day Festival at Downtown Disney.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I'm saying? Mighty St. Patrick's Day Festival began on March 7, 2014 in Downtown Disney, and it ends this Friday, I think. So you might want to get down there as soon as you can. If you had a chance to change your fate, would you? It's from 12 p.m. I think it's Scottish, not Irish, right?
Yeah, that was Scottish.
They sound the same.
Oh, jeez.
Now, we're gonna get that one Scot. It's like, we don't sound like the Irish. But they don't also talk like that. I mean, we don't sound like the Irish. This also sounds like John, so...
Go to the top of the Soren building.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's things... I don't know. I don't see...
there's gonna be specialty eats at the food trucks.
Yeah.
Our favorite food trucks. St. Patrick's themed cupcake.
Well, I've said I like the food trucks. I feel like food trucks are a bit sketchy.
Right.
And I know that they're not sketchy at Disney, but just like being like drilled into the back of my brain, like food trucks are sketchy.
Food trucks are sketchy.
So there are some decent performances. Performances by the Willis Clan, Elevation.
People aren't gonna know who the Willis Clan is. So
people aren't gonna know who any of these people are.
All right, that's fair enough.
The $3 Band, We Banjo 3, the Ragland Rebels, the Brazen Heads, and Ragland Roadhouse. Creole.
Ragland Road House Bands.
Oh, what?
So it's Ragland Road House is a type of music, bands, and the names of the bands are Creole and the West Coast Trio.
Wow.
Ragland Road Dancers
Hey.
Yeah.
What does Raglan Road mean?
I don't know. I guess it's some Irish thing. I don't know. Kaylee traditional music and structured set dancing event. Host Ronan McCormick. Ronan McCormick is like the most Irish name ever. Ronan McCormick. I've never heard of him. Cormick, not Cornick. Ronan.
Isn't
McCormick.
He's the spice guy, right?
Is he? Roman.
I don't know.
McCormick is a spice company, but I don't think it's him.
Let's see who this guy is.
Ronan.
Oh no, he's a river dancer. He has nothing to do with spices. Yeah, no, he's a rugby union player, and he does like some river dance thing. That's exciting.
Is it the same guy?
I don't know.
I know that Ronan Ronnie, to his friends, McCormick, born 27th of April 1977, was a professional rugby union player from Ireland. Ireland.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same guy or not. I don't know. He's from Dublin.
Oh hey, Google's telling me that the internet's 25 years old today.
It is indeed.
Happy birthday, internet.
Happy birthday, internet. That's that. That's all the news we got for today, and
Yes.
it is 9:52 p.m.
Any questions, comments, concerns? Something about Illuminations is I used to not like that show either because of the fire, and I only saw it when I recently went.
Right.
So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
All right. There you go.
You have no idea. Like, I was terribly afraid of fire because when I was a small child, I'd have to say I wasn't older than 5 or so. I had this Buzz Lightyear keychain, and so I took like the keychain part and I plugged it into the outlet, expecting it to like make him fly.
Right.
No, the sparks everywhere, everything started smoking, and it bugged me out. I then had like this crazy irrational fear of fire. So.
Oh, we found the
Found the
found
mime.
the mime. Oh, he's from Tangled.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Still, I didn't think he should be there.
I didn't understand. This
Even
page
if he is from Tangled, no, I don't want him. Go away.
Ulf, the character from the hit movie Tangled, he is a member of the Fluffy Duckling and dreams of becoming a professional mime. He's also the only major character Duckly Pumpley without a speaking role.
Just because he's a mime.
Yeah. Wow. That was informative.
He's a mime, and he's the only person without a speaking role.
And he's only seen once in the thing. No, I'm sorry.
Forget him. We don't need
He's seen
mimes.
twice. He's seen once during
We
the
don't need
song I Have a
mimes.
Dream, and then he is also seen, it says Ulf helps some of the major villains in his mission to rescue Flynn Rider.
Alright. Well, that's that, guys.
That was exciting.
Gord Hug, no, it froze just for you. Because I have 0 drop frames. Yay. I haven't had a drop frame since, like, January. The last time I had a drop frame, the internet was only 24 years old. Yeah.
Hey, you guys. This time last year, I was packing and getting ready to leave.
There you go.
Disney
So now, officially, you can no longer say my Disney trip in March. You'd say my Disney trip last year.
Last year. Don't remind me. Jeez.
Every time you mention it, I'm gonna correct you.
Well, now just get into the habit of saying last year.
There you go.
You know, today is also the 1-year anniversary of me meeting Nick, because I remember I was talking to him about that Minecraft place.
Right.
As I was getting ready to pack, and he was trying to like walk me through how to do everything as I'm like packing.
This my senior class from my high school are down in Disney right now. They left this morning.
Really?
Yep.
Your like class trip to Disney. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what my senior class does. You know, here's what I might do. Senior year, I might just get some of my friends together and go down there without the school. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
Guys, donate. We'll start funding a trip.
Exactly. Because, I mean, I'd much rather go... I think it's cheaper if you just go alone, because the school charges you more than you actually need to charge.
Yeah, then they have you like hooked up to like a whole itinerary thing.
Exactly.
And you have to stick with the group. If you just go with friends, you're...
I'd rather just go myself with my friends and do what I want. You know?
See, when I went last year...
the only problem is very few of my friends like Disney. It's gonna be like me, like, yeah, guys, here's all the things. Like, we don't care, Ryan.
Okay,
go away.
So the trip would be like AJ, you, myself, and Danielle. And that would be it.
There you go. Because no one else cares about Disney that I know.
We could bring Craig.
There you go, Craig. He doesn't care about Disney.
Craig likes Star Wars. No, I was talking to Craig.
Well then Tom likes Star Wars.
Animation, we were planning a trip for the entire computer animation class to go down to Disney for like
Star
2
Wars
weeks.
weekends?
No, it's just like a random trip, and we were gonna justify it as educational by staying at the Art of Animation Resort.
There you go.
So today, the teacher walks in, and I'm like, "Yo, you know you're paying for all of us to go to Disney, right?" And he's like, "What?" Because he was out yesterday. So
Right.
that's when we come up with our stupidly crazy ideas.
We should do a DisCast meetup in New York somewhere. Maybe sometime down the line. The only problem is like 2 people would be there.
No, we got a bunch of people in New York.
Yeah.
Myself, you,
Legit
Broder, Legit,
Max Fu,
Seaman,
Legit.
Max, Spectro, a bunch of people. There's like 8 of us.
Okay, well still.
Yeah. Well, I'll go see the Aladdin music.
We'll all go see Aladdin together. I think I might be going over spring break. I don't even know. We'll see. I don't have any plans, but I want to go. Okay, so it's getting late, so I think we're going to sign off for the night. Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. More importantly, thank you for listening. We shall B. See you next time.
We'll see you guys. Darren bringing his YouTube outros to DisCast.
Yes.
Good night, guys.
Force of habit.